Thanks, guys. It was a big win. I told them in there that's a conference win. That's a top 25 win. It's an NCAA tournament team win. I just really proud of the way we competed, especially the first quarter. I know that sounds crazy, but to not score for 8.5 minutes and not lose our spirit and only be down by 4, I think says a lot of who we have become and are trying to become. So I was really just proud of our fight and toughness all game, our ability to figure it out and put a lot of points on the board after that debacle, of not being able to score early. Just I thought we won, matchups that we needed to win. I thought we competed together and figured out a way to score. It's a really good Washington team, and we were tested in many ways. And I'm so proud of these two and their teammates. And yeah, we'll take it and keep moving forward.
You talk about the effort in that first quarter. What did you see from the team just as they were really struggling to shoot, and what did you feel like kind of broke them out of that stretch?
Yeah, I saw like a locked-in team. I didn't think anyone was, pointing fingers at anyone else or getting frustrated or not staying the course, and we continued to get stops. I know they hit the 2 threes, and I think I called the timeout, but it wasn't 20-4. It wasn't, even 16-4 or something. We just continued to defend and tried to figure out a way. I thought we were sped up a little bit early. I think Washington came out kind of pressuring a little more. It's physical when you get to conference play, and we just needed to settle in. I thought, Ken's leadership, Malia's leadership, just like people who can kind of settle us down a little bit did so, and we started chipping away.
Girls, I know that rebounding has been kind of a point of emphasis in this past week. So you guys had 50 as a team tonight. What was the difference tonight?
I think really just putting our minds to it. Coach B very mad at us, and we just need to get better collectively. That's something that we need to take pride in. So I think this game we really focus on putting a body on somebody, grabbing the board, don't tip the board, grab it, and outlet. So in practice, that's something we've really been emphasizing. It's more of a us type of thing. So you can't. We only control that, so we have to do it ourselves to, make it translate to.
Coach, obviously not your team's best offensive night, but you're able to win the game despite that. What does you have to say about your team's defensive performance and the way you were able to kind of pick up the offense on the night when it wasn't necessarily the best performance?
Yeah, I thought the last 3 quarters were okay offensively, but I thought our defense was elite. Like Kennedy's elite, and and other people as well. Like we won matchups. Our effort was there. We made it tough on a team. We know they're really talented. We know they come in with a lot of different actions and, movement and this Princeton stuff. And we knew once we kind of guarded all that, it's going to come down to kind of 1-on-1, 2-on-2 battles and try to make them, have tough shots. And they have really good players, but I thought, the percentages were low, the assists were low. Like we kind of were able to do what we needed to do defensively, schematically, and just like with the toughness and the mindset of our players. Really proud of that.
Hey, Coach. Great win to you and the ladies. Speaking of your offense, what do you think, and this also goes to the players too, but what do you guys think it's going to take for you to start nailing some of those shots? Because you're making good moves and getting to the basket, but the shots seem not to fall. So what do you think it's going to take?
I think there's just some nights that are like that. I think in practice, I have full confidence in all my teammates to hit those shots, and same with myself. And I think, sometimes you're just off. So I think those shots that you make 9 out of 10 times, just keep shooting them and they'll eventually go in.
Hey, ladies, good win tonight. Jazzy, question for you. You got 13 rebounds again tonight, 12 or 13. Washington's a real physical team. How are you adapting to the physicality that is the Big Ten, starting with Washington tonight?
Yeah, I think just our practices really prepared us for that, and really just there was a huge emphasis on rebounding, obviously. So I think just going into the game with that mindset really helped me and our whole team.
Hi, coaching team. Congratulations on an incredible win. My question is for you, Coach G. Today's victory marks your 100th career win at USC. And also, you're the fastest coach in program history to reach this milestone. What does this mean to you and the team?
Yeah, it's really, I get goosebumps thinking how grateful I am to be the coach here. I can actually remember vividly where I was with each of my first phone conversations with each of these two. With Kennedy, I was sitting on my front stoop, and the late, amazing Albert Kinnebrew had told me, hey, I just gotten the job. I think you got to talk to this kid. And so I trusted him and had a conversation with her. And then Jazzy, I was in New York City visiting my family, and I remember with both of them saying, gosh, I hope we can get this program to a place where I can recruit kids like this. Like, they're going to take a phone call, right? But we had some stuff to prove. And it has taken so many people believing in what it looks like to be good in women's basketball. It starts with the administration caring, starts with people buying in, starts with a culture change. Then the second year, we scraped and clawed our way to the NCAA tournament with a lot of transfers and fifth-year kids who just wanted a shot to be good, and that helped change our culture. And then all of a sudden, now you can, get someone like Juju to come here. And then once you get Juju, Kennedy listens more, and Jazzy listens more, and everyone's kind of part of, okay, this place can be really good and compete for something together. It's an incredible school. It's just like the Disneyland of college athletics. But you have to have people that are committed to making women's basketball good. So just being part of that and a steward of this program is something I'm really grateful for.
Lindsay, for most of the last 8 minutes, I don't think the lead ever went higher than 5 points for you guys. It seemed like every punch Washington had, you guys punched back. What did that stretch just say about the resilience of this team?
Yeah, once we kind of took control and that's, I think we started the third quarter was sort of a, we got it to 5, and it felt like we were more in control. I never felt comfortable, right? They're a good team and they can shoot threes and that kind of stuff. But I saw a resolve in our team. Like, I knew we could get the next stop. I knew we could make the next play. And you get people diving on the floor and finishing and kicking it. And we didn't make, a ton of threes, but we hit a couple big ones. And I thought the second half we really attacked the paint more and we're more just confident with everything we were doing. And so I felt like we were, we were right there all the time and we were really locked in.
Coach, congratulations on the win. You don't win this game today without the production from the bench. Can you just talk to me about what you got from your bench today?
Yeah. I mean, we need our bench every night, right? And it's different people. But in particular, I thought Gerda was terrific, right? She's a plus 15 on the box score. She made some really big, shots and plays and finishes. She was tough. Deezy was terrific off the bench. Diana in the first half gave really good minutes. Laura came in and 3 points in 2 minutes at the end of the first half. Like, we always need our bench. It may be different people game to game. This was a 4-guard team, Washington, and we play a lot of 4 guards too. But it was just a game that we knew we were going to have to just compete on the perimeter like that. And we're a team and we rely on our depth. And I thought the depth really gave us great minutes today.
And then this question is for both Kennedy and Jazzy. Can you guys just tell me what type of player London is in practice? Today she had a ton of defensive stops. She was diving on balls. What type of person is she in practice and just outside of practice? And then Kennedy, for you played against her last year. How is having her as a teammate different?
I would just say London's very dynamic, very competitive, and that's something I feel like we needed on our team this year as well. Just that competitive spirit, competitive nature to get better every day. Obviously, last year we played against her, and having that spark from her this year on the team is something that I'm grateful for. So I'm really happy to be her teammate this year. Yeah.
Lindsay, Sellers is kind of going to get her scoring-wise, but what do you think your team learned about themselves going against a player like that tonight?
I think she's a really good player, but starting with Ken, I thought we had the right mindset. We wanted to make her take tough twos. Obviously, if you take away her three-point production, really it was tough for her, right, to score. She's really good. She's got floaters. She's got all of it. But we just wanted to make her life tough. We felt like she was the head of the snake for them. While they have a lot of good players, really, if you can, keep her from getting everyone involved and being able to, slice you up all the time. And credit to her for how good she is. That you look and say, oh, she had 20 points, but we were able to turn her over 4 times, and it wasn't her most efficient night. She's just really good, and we feel the utmost confidence in our defenders that it's a good place to be when other teams have an elite player that you can maybe take away things from them that other teams can't. And like I said, it starts with Ken, but Jazzy has those abilities, and Pitt and London, and if everyone feeds off it, so our defense is something that we really rely on.
For Jazzy, season high and 22 points tonight. You're obviously playing with teammates, that can score the ball. Just kind of early on, what are you seeing in terms of the way teams are defending you, the kind of shot quality that you're getting, knowing that, the defense has to pay attention to your other teammates out there?
Yeah, I mean, I play with a bunch of really great players that can score however many they want on any night. So I think it really opens things up for me, and I feel like we open things up for each other in that way.